Abinelle Solicitors specialize in all aspects of immigration, from nationality and EEA law, leave to remain, entry clearance, appeals and point-based system applications. They are also specialists in family law, from divorce, separation, consent and child arrangement orders, mediation and financial orders. Find them at 14 Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. Call 020 3759 3309 or 07787 327985 or 078 2470 5353 or 079 4323 5364. For timely intervention and excellent results, choose Abinelle Solicitors.
Yeah, we need Abinelle Solicitors. They have put me through a better way. I am stabilized now. They say my warrant through them I've been able to get a better thing that I'm doing in life.
Abinelle Solicitors. So pay for immigration. Say monado asem koda womwa. Ebehwe no ma ya ma. Many hu maswate makọ na makoso ahwe. Ibere how for immigration say ya warrant kakoda won no mo behwe no ma ya ma.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors are Seven America. Who will be immigration, be leave to remain, naturalization, appeals. There's a BPI for immigration will be a red gem grammar 7 say. Now say crown Abinelle no be amount. The immigration side your man merely to go corner ambulance for one to go say or let your life be no Abinelle Solicitors. I may add my work, but British and beautiful.
Jama Abinelle Solicitors. Hey, na shade. Tunya IT na migration so say na go day.
Abinelle Solicitors. Na wami kana visa basuyo. Na ni basuyo na wami ye womi ni mate unike hiyo ine suka kwa konga ma ya blo. Hello, konga blo ya mimomo onye womi nya ban. Hello visa na mi nya ban ke ya blo. Oso ke sulo ya emi Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Timely intervention.
Excellent results.
Abinelle Solicitors specialize in all aspects of immigration, from nationality and EEA law, leave to remain, entry clearance, appeals and point-based system applications. They are also specialists in family law, from divorce, separation, consent and child arrangement orders, mediation and financial orders. Find them at 14 Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. Call 020 3759 3309 or 07787 327985 or 078 2470 5353 or 079 4323 5364. For timely intervention and excellent results, choose Abinelle Solicitors.
we need Abinelle Solicitors. They have put me through a better way. I am stabilized now. They say my warrant through them I've been able to get a better thing that I'm doing in life.
Abinelle Solicitors. So pay for immigration. Sem hunado asem koda womwa. Ebehwe no ma ya ma. Meni ehu maswate makọ no makoso ahwe. Ibere how for immigration say ya ware nka koda won no mo behwe no ma ya ma.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors are 7 America. Who immigration be live to remain, naturalization, appeals. There's a BPR for immigration will be a bedroom grammar 7 say. Now say crown Abinelle no be amao. The immigration side your man and me to go corner ambulance for one to say or let your like Abinelle Solicitors. I mean other of my work, but British and beautiful.
Jama Abinelle Solicitors. Na shade tunya aichi na migration so say na go dey.
Abinelle Solicitors. Na wami ni kena visa basuyo. Na ni basuyo e wami na ye womi ni mape unike hiyo ine suka kwa kwa mama ya blo. Allo onga blo ya mimomo no ye womi na ban. Allo visa na mi na ban ke ya blo. Oso ke sulo ya eni Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Timely intervention.
Excellent results.
A very, very, very good morning to all of you, and my apologies for the late start of the show today. Any first one in Tina, we need to do one or two things be our background to make sure say we are giving you an excellent results from OT Media TV. Mema watching Emma Wakwaba Adoba OT Media TV and ne anope Jumedi Ayatuni Din say Legal Matters with lawyer Amy from Abinelle Solicitors. When it comes to Abinelle Solicitors, the only thing that you can think of is they will intervene on time and they will give you excellent results. And then anope and komochi channel lawyer Amy ababe kan ho aye babe twetwe enkomo eba immigration issues ewo eye krom hanoma ukopie mu ewo Abinelle Solicitors eba immigration a omo ebomodin pa and our family matters and so no omo experience ewo mu intino and they say what joining either on Facebook, YouTube, Zoom na say oh any issues bia lawyer Amy any ebetwetwe enkomo na no na chi no mema won so ho akwenya na say oh question bia o de aba employee bia enye topic and ye ka ho asem kra na anything regarding family issues and I say immigration issues lawyer Amy why crowd say obey you ano enti bomodia na ma link no say on saka bomodia na share with somebody meaning say bia enye won ko ena uhia sa legal advice ebia unia bi nso ehia megidi se enedwumadie ebeye emwa ama enipa bebre enti bomodia na share link no na enkofo dodo na intimi entinka no mo emejonie mamemfa womo enkrato bako entwam after the advert no afemide lawyer Amy Ebebro na ene yene no nyina atwetwe enkomo efa immigration issues eho ene de ye ba beka ho asem no bano leave to remain applications say person ye leave to remain applications say wo UK wo Ghana and our yes application no bia unua bi wo ba bi e Ghana and our person ye leave to remain application emana and is ankomotwetwe eho ebehia say bia wo ye application through parent route and say oh ye no private life route and say oh ye partner route bia uhukafo bi ewo Ghana ena opese okofa ne ba anase said ye tie bia no ene lawyer ewo ha no oni twetwe sa enkomo nti mami fan krato ntwam eno na chi no me de lawyer Amy Ebebro ye frame me Nana Kwame Osaititu.
Abinelle Solicitors specialize in all aspects of immigration, from nationality and EEA law, leave to remain, entry clearance, appeals and point-based system applications. They are also specialists in family law, from divorce, separation, consent and child arrangement orders, mediation and financial orders. Find them at 14 Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. Call 020 3759 3309 or 07787 327985 or 078 2470 5353 or 079 4323 5364. For timely intervention and excellent results, choose Abinelle Solicitors.
We need Abinelle Solicitors. They have put me through a better way. I am stabilized now. They say my worry through them, I've been able to get a better thing that I'm doing in life.
Abinelle Solicitors. So pay for immigration. Say munado asem koda womwa. Ebehwe no ma ya ma. Meni ehu maswate mako no makoso ahwe. Ibere how for immigration say ya worry enka koda won no mo behwe no ma ya ma.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors are 7 America. Who immigration be live to remain, naturalization, appeals. They say be for immigration will be a bedroom grammar 7 say. Now say crown Abinelle no be amao. The immigration side your man and me to go corner ambulance for one to say or let your like be no Abinelle Solicitors. I may other of my work by British and beautiful.
Jama Abinelle Solicitors. Na shade unya aichi na migration so say na go day.
Abinelle Solicitors. Na wami kena visa basuyo. Na ni basuyo. Na wami ye wumi ni mate. Unike hiyo. Ine suka. Kwa kwa maya blo. Hello. Nga blo ya mimomo. Ye wumi nyabai. Hello visa na nyabai ke ya blo. Oso ke sulo ya emi ne Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Timely intervention.
Excellent results.
Abinelle Solicitors for timely intervention and excellent results. Ene mema achi emo akwaba biem edo eba OTTV. Ene anopei lawyer Amy wo Abinelle Solicitors no aba beka yensa ye ne eba betwetwe nkomo ewo dwumedi aye friends legal matters eso sabri minim se watwen ache mefre lawyer Amy sabri lawyer mema achi emo akwaba lawyer Amy ni twi no etese me die ni bi twi brofo. So she will try as much as possible to mix it for us. Amy, try your best because our audience are wide. So try and mix it for us. Good morning and welcome to the show. And our audience are ready. We are listening to you. If we say Lawyer Amy, who is Lawyer Amy? And tell us a bit also about Abinelle Solicitors. Emi mpacho ma oneso kakra ma me why voice no obi se onte wonka.
What's in cafe, Papa?
Ye kakra but still
I hope you can. I hope everybody can hear me now.
Yeah. Right. But next time when you are coming on the show, eat banku.
I will do. I will do. So yes.
Okay, Amy yetio. One Amy and one you can Abinelle Solicitors are omoni adwumaku.
Hello.
Yeah, me tonka.
All right. Yeah. I think there's a little bit of feedback in the background, but
Amy, maybe I mean check him out. Okay, it's okay now. You beat me, Akoso.
All right. Okay. So me did the Amy Adedente, and I'm a solicitor, and I specialize in immigration and family law as well. I work for Abinelle Solicitors. This is a practice based in the heart of East London, Stratford, and we are generally here to serve the community and to help people solve their problems. So we're here today to do exactly that. Any questions that you may have, any pressing issues, we are here to help resolve every single one of those issues today. So please feel free and ask questions if need be.
Yo, Amy, yadasi, we a legal show, ain't my many disclaimer no. Ebia no be obi a taxi me no busam say mpacho first na your friend lawyer Abinelle Solicitors na say adedent no waware na and I'm say I waware enti misre wa say we do any ato so if you so waware yo any yen kwai yen topics and ye ka ho asem no a leave to remain application, but before that Chrome Hamrano, Debia Essa, Abia, and Rana minim say leave to remain a home ensem etie by any assessor. Is there any new rules when it comes to the immigration rules? Obit me my update and I say BBA new abafufro within this few 3 months, you know, now yanko straight to the topic, leave to remain and anope.
Nana Kwame Mida yes, updates not is constant. The law is always evolving. So Meka said recently, no, a Supreme Court case, the case of Sanamba, that case is really a great one in respect of groundbreaking in respect to leave to remain. Inti assist na ye ka ho bi no. E can say case. This was a case it was dealing with an individual who committed offenses and not person deporting every crime. However, no, about verdict, no, about judgment, no, what was said, they take interest in the person's family life and their private life, which outweighed that of the public interest, which is the criminal offense our committee. The interesting thing about that, there's emphasis on family life and private life. So that cannot be discarded. Now, if we are doing leave to remain applications, you see, that is a very important factor. If you have family here, you have friends, you're part of a community at large, that is something that has to be considered. So sometimes you get people who are making applications and they say, oh, well, we were family, but it's not that important. And I said, on your confidence, our family were hano, omubeti nasem, and I said, nasem no, emube but may catch awareness, now they are placing further emphasis on your family life. So it could be your spouse, it could be your partner, it could be your brother, your sister, your uncle, or your auntie. Whatever it may be, once you formed a family life in the UK, once you have close ties to family in the UK, once you have friends, you have a community, it could be a church, it could be a group that you are part of. This has to come into play when we are making leave to remain applications for our clients. So this is something that is a new case that we would enforce it and really apply it to every case that we are actually carrying out here.
Yo, yeah, that's any update or the amine. And in details when it comes to leave to remain application, a DNA we should look out for. And as a DNA to make sure your application is successful.
Okay, well, leave to remain applications Nankasano is a wide spectrum. It falls under Appendix FM, and there are so many different categories. You have 1, you've got a partner category. 2, you have the parent route. Okay. 3, you have private life, which includes applications such as long residence, for example. First of all, if you have, let's take the parent route to start with. the 10-year parent route. When you are making such an application,
lawyer,
are the main documents. For example, your child's birth certificate, your child's British passport. More importantly, what they want to see is you have sole parental responsibility for that child. So they want to see, say,
lawyer, ABA, and then the first time I will be leave to remain. I will come once a me. See, I can say leave to remain application, and only DN. What is leave to remain application? Maybe today is the first time I will be
Okay. Let me break that down a little
then
bit.
you go into details. There's the various parts of a leave to remain application.
Right. Leave to remain is exactly how it's said. So, uwo krom hano ebia uya overstayer. Inti asetena nende unibi. You're here as an overstay. You've overstayed on your visa. But once leave to remain comes into the equation, it is the Home Office giving you leave in the UK, which means say or mau asitna or mau nkrata ebe mau asitna so betna ha. Usually, the leave to remain is associated with another term that says limited. Intisa leave to remain, and yes, ubetna ache ubetna indefinitely. What do a fibble, baby? It's limited leave to remain. It is for a certain period of time, usually 2.5 years. Now, mumau. Inti ea sitna be a mumau. For a period of time, mama in Krat, almost 2.5 years way, ye de mao, so betnaha throughout that 2.5 years. Say wua, say usanko renewable. So if once the 2.5 years expires, you would need to renew your leave again. So leave to remain is the leave that you are given to remain lawfully in the United Kingdom. I hope that helps with the explanation.
Yeah, I think so now it's very clear now. So what are the various routes within the leave to remain application that one ebitimi afa so I make application say be all Ghana na all Bahanomo and I say all Hanomo and I need stay what are the routes when it comes to leave to remain application?
Okay, into routes nankazano, as I discussed briefly, it's either the parent route, it's the partner route. When it comes to entry clearance, it can also be say akola a or backroom ha or be join parent or chrome hanso and also kahun or a private life application. These are the routes. These are the categories that ubetini apply under. These are the categories you can apply under. Yes.
Okay, so how would you explain it if you are going through parent route, if you are going through partner route or private life?
Okay, I think it is a good place to start with the parent route. Fine, say you best start with parents nankasa. So parent route is based on either a British child or a child that's settled in the UK, or in the alternative, a child that's 7 years and above, who has lived here for 7 years. Okay, so these are the three categories. Into that leave nankasano, and my parents no opportunity to stay in the United Kingdom with Nibananka Ankasa. So that is what the parent route is about. And my parents na asitna. The fact say ebia our British child no, and now say our child already 7 years or child are all indefinite no, and man to me so betina krum ha ashweneba. So that is the 10-year parent route, and that is what it entails. However, no, meka bibia kahun kakrebi. Sa 10-year parent route no, there's something there that is significant. Almost say under the EX1 exception no, you have to have sole parental responsibility for the child. What that means, ne say, ni bibiam se ban school ho a wona wo de ne ko. We call the parents' evenings. Ebano ni hospital asem ni GP asem wo na wo de ne call for all the GP appointments, scheduled appointments. Ebano dentist kra wo kra na wo de ne call. Ebano football club wa na wo de wo ba ekom. Inti eno pa na ombegyina so Eddie Amao was sitting our chrome hat under the 10-year parent route. So I hope that helps with an explanation.
Yes, you've made everything very clear when it comes to the parent route. What are the other routes as well? And before say overcall other routes, no, Mami Busa say under the parent route, ena ebi a home office betimi agina so aka say ewom say o oba e wa hadom de nanso ye ma stay. Is there any circumstances bia e betimi agina so e dey refuse application under the parent route ana?
Yes, because although you have a British child, meet rules, no, the rules have to be met, you know. There's a situation bia betimi aba. For example, although you have sole parental responsibility for the child, it might be that you are not actively involved in the child's life. So me can say you are not actively involved. Ne say one unfa akola no nko school, GP unfa no nko, club bi a o ka ho no bi unfa no nye hwe. Inti na che say oye maame keke, oye papa keke on paper, but to physically show it in evidence no untimi enye saa de no. And I say oye estranged, se me ka say estranged from wo bana ebia bibia si wo relationship no mu. Inti papa ne maame ente faako. Inti ebia papa te baby, papa on town ho no onfa ne nko school, onfa ne ebia ontimi hu akola no po. Oye ready say ono nso beye ne leave to remain under that route na. So bear in mind say that sole parental responsibility has to be established. Okay. It has to be evidenced. Inti se oni sa de na kwan embamu say obetimi ayes application amana is successful. The likelihood of success no eba form without that evidence. So in that case, no, you have cases where maybe a single parent would not qualify because they are not seen to be looking after the child, or they don't even have contact with the child, but yet they want to rely on the child. And jumasa so oba untumi nye papa ana mama kwa ese utimi prove say we are actively involved in akolana abrabom. Into Abanasa, that is how it works, you know.
Lawyer Mami Busa Abia said you can ye BBSC enti mame any papa ente faako. Main fan say Abia papa no is willing say enka obehu ne ba be involved in the child's life, but the mother is not maybe allowing him in this situation, you know, what will be the father's application?
Nana Kwame, that's a very good question. Thank you so much for that. Inti ebanasa, it can be very frustrating for a father or mother that's not being allowed to have any contact with the child. Ebanasa, they say a family application. Okay, a family application which is known as a child arrangement order. That is, if one parent is refusing to allow the other parent see the child, if it can be agreed between the two of them, then it's just a letter that the other parent will write to confirm. So yes, the person is involved in the life of the child. But in some cases, the relationship is gone so bad, it's so bitter, you know, and the only way that person can actually regularize their stay in the UK will be through the family courts, you know. So in that case, no, a child arrangement order. Se owiena nyame adom ye de mana ye be mano bibia ye frɛ a child arrangement order is in a document form. Ye de ka home office application. Ye de be ko e be kyerɛ sɛ by law no utimi nya contact with the child on this day. Ebia utimi de kolano to kwan utimi kofa no weekends either every week or every fortnight. Into enosano, home office behu sa yampa pa say sa nipa kori or right or to me by law say obekwa kofa no. Into the likelihood say or wana brabo mono increase it. So that is what can happen if there's any difficulty with contact with a child.
Right. So let's look into the process. Me fan say ebia maame no ana papa no emma the other partner na ekwan emma ni mehu ne ba no. Say wo ba be hu lawyer straight na mo edebeko court and say there will be another way where mediation can come in. Ba mo betimi mediation before going to court. Kwan bi betimi abasa na mediation so a ye betimi enya arrangement ama entiase aba awofo ne mienu entemu ana.
Yes. Before so we court to the family courts, no, you would need to go through the mediation process first. If at that point in the proceedings, no, before litigation comes into being, it's resolved at that point, then it's alternative dispute resolution. It's been resolved at that point. And hopefully, no, you can go on to use that agreement to make your immigration application. However, no, what we have to also understand is say sometimes you go to mediation and you think say the agreement, that's it, is done and dusted. But you need to make sure this agreement is something that can be legally binding, if anything. So it can be agreed amongst the parties. Family court, consent order. A baby bia eketa. So although yes, it's not a child arrangement order, the agreement between the parents is in a consent order, or it's been drafted by the mediation third party that shows say mo aba agreement say when besi. Well, nanya bibia beya no keke oh yebeye na adie no say eba na say ukofa oba na aye problem ana say wo ye home office application is good say beko consent order mo is good say it will be drafted in a mediation agreement, some form of agreement, so that sa document no yebe use it their application. It shows that it is true that this is the arrangement for the child. Inti eno na
all right. So can we also look into the private life route now for people to come in with their questions? Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the private life route is also a very interesting aspect of the immigration rules as well. Private life, no, I think so. Obiati bibia friend long residence matna hache mabetna ha na me visitors visa matna ha bear 20 years afi me pese me long residence application, long residence stay, and no na part of that private life inti esa wo demonstrated say within the last 20 years no what na krom ha. If it's illegally poor, you have to provide some form of evidence. I bet say within 20, it makes your case easier. Not to say unisa evidence untiminye, but it will case no. So that's the long residence, and you need to have different aspects of supporting documentation. For example, ebia ubaye wabenyewo NI kakra. Yebetimi request employment history. Ana say ebia nyame adomo bae utumi bie bank account over the last 20 years. That is also something that yebetimi request amao. Ubae enso benya GP and you're registered with the GP. You've been with the same GP for 20 years. We can also get a medical report as well to prove that you've been here over the 20-year period. So that's an example of one of the private life applications you can make in the UK.
Right. Can we also look into the partner routes in brief? I know as times goes on, more questions will be coming under all these routes. But I want you to give us a bit background when it comes to the route of a partner. Yeah, when you are going through that route. Yeah.
Okay, into partnership routes, no, there were two different routes. We've got the 10-year partner route and we've got the 5-year partner route. Into the 5-year partner route, no, it's me entry clearance application. Internet say, oh yeah, application, no. You are making the application from a third country, so not the UK per se. It could be from the UK, but I'm now referring to applications you can make and join a partner or a spouse. So, and that sort of application is also very, very interesting. There is a certain criteria you have to meet. Say, I can't say, forward dofo aba under the immigration rules. Debia a ring uti bibi say, oh, a seminya skebi, a seminya £18,600. Se me pese me kofa me dofo ba. That is the 5-year partner route, 18,006. Eseme brofo emuye hwiam. So the English language requirement also has to be fulfilled. That has to be satisfied. You have to do an English language test. Unless, of course, say uyo bia ukite degree degree mo in English and now your masters or that has been taught in English, or you received your degree certificate from the UK, for example, then you wouldn't need to go through any other process. So you would also have to satisfy the relationship requirement. Often, relationship requirements, it can be a bit dicey because, for example, if you're from Ghana, just an example, you're from Ghana and you want to bring your spouse to the UK, there's a way you can go about it. There's something called a proxy marriage. You could get married whilst maybe both parties are not present. Maybe one party is present, the other is in the UK. You can also make a partnership application through that route. But the supporting documentation that goes in hand with a spouse application, we're very careful. With us at Abinelle, the necessary steps are what you need to fulfill the relationship requirement. We'll give you exactly what you need. There are other requirements, such as you need to have accommodation, adequate accommodation under the financial requirements, and there are other sort of supplementary things that you need to fulfill. For example, maybe you're here in the UK, your partner is abroad, and you say you're in love with this person, you say you are married to the person. Aside from the marriage certificate, you need to demonstrate say odono eya odo papa, how do you prove that? One, you can go for your WhatsApp communication or any other social media platform in which you use to communicate with your partner. You need to produce that evidence to show that there's intervening devotion, despite the fact that you don't live together. You still communicate. You are still very much in love. Okay. Maybe you traveled to the UK. Maybe you traveled outside the UK together. Maybe you traveled to the country to visit your partner. You need to show photographic evidence of your outings, evidence that you traveled to your wife or your husband's place of residence to visit them. So maybe stamps in your passport, tickets, and so on and so forth. All of these things, it makes the application sweet. In my case, it's not compulsory. However, it helps in establishing the relationship requirement. So all of these things are what is tailored to make a successful, let's say, partnership or marriage spouse application. There's so much more. And anytime you need those specifics, I would say, please give us a call. We will be able to take you through the tailor-made process to help you in making a successful application.
Fantastic. Before I go for a quick break, if you break in the bar, na mama nko for hon no mo abusa question. So person ubusa question ube on meeti or microphone or now back camera na webusa question. One person back camera, so that will be fine. But we will be happy since we are streaming this live on Facebook, YouTube. If you want to come on camera, that would be great. Mema okwaina webusa question. Se opese mi busa ma onso a ubetimi ede ato wo zoom so abetimi de ato chat box ni mo no making kind ede amount and I will share on Facebook nso a ubetimi ede ato comment under the comment section, YouTube nso under the comment section na mebusa lawyer Amy ede amount. Before I take the break, lawyer Amy, is there any exceptional circumstances obi betimi agina so ede make it leave to remain application ewo krom hana?
Yes, there are factors that can be considered as exceptional circumstances. Let me give you a good example. Not too long ago, I had a case, and the applicant, the one who was making the application, they were that person was an overstayer. They had come on a visitor's visa, but ended up staying for 16 years, right? And however, he had a partner who had leave to remain based on her exceptional circumstances. And the exceptional circumstances that was based on was the fact that she sustained a stroke. Okay, so it meant that although she had also been here for 16 years, she was pleading with the Home Office to consider her exceptional circumstances, despite the fact that she had not lived here for 20 years yet, and they granted her. So by virtue of his wife being granted limited leave to remain, onunso to me application based on again exceptional circumstances that, you know, my wife atena has 16 years say no mabeye carer ama my wife because no yare inti opa Home Office achel based on his wife's diagnosis no omumma ne kwan no ontimi ntena ha no nhwe ne yere fefefe because ono ano nua aduane ma ne yere ono ano oma no personal care or dware no or ye ne bibia kama ma no inti say no se ye yi ne free ha ebe problem amano ebe bibia ebe cause problem inti opa Home Office chow omon hwe the exceptional circumstances and mano na omon fan consider no, and the application was successful. So exceptional circumstances can be related to a family member, a spouse if they are not well. It could be the actual applicant ebi ana bibi medical condition bi awanya emunye ontimi and ko Ghana ebi ana Ghana bibi potin si wo ho ontimi nko back to Ghana obetimi amaye those instructions na yetimi awivi instructions no into brilliant submissions and mano into enodie ekwan wo hopa
yo yeah. Abuzafafi and our journey ahanomo OTTV live on YouTube, Facebook and other social media platforms. This is Legal Matters with lawyer Amy from Abinelle Solicitors. May call a quick break. If you break neighbor, mema onso ho akwenya na wo question bia wabusa lawyer Amy na wayi ano ede ama. Enti memfi ahanomo enko twen ye dane ye ho abasisia. Yo, I was for Yamao Aquaba Biemu Edo Eba OT Media TV with your #1 show, legal matters with Abinelle Solicitors. Lawyer Amy Ewa Hanomua Yenino Editring and Common when it comes to leave to remain application. Whether the person is here in the UK or abroad and you want to make an application, what are the routes that you can use to make that application? And no and come and a minute lawyer Amy Editring. Sabri unso uwo akwenya se ubitimi edo question about na lawyer eyi ano ede amount. So uwo Zoom ne so a upeja wonsa metimi afrel. When you raise up your hand on the Zoom, I will call you na audio question about. And answer ubitimi the question to chat nimu mebusa ede amount. Facebook, YouTube, ubitimi the question to comment section one mebusa lawyer Amy amount. Lawyer, my first question here means aka we ese niba ewo Ghana mama and papa, they are no more together, but the child is in Ghana and opeso kofano edin ebaha no more. The child is in Ghana with the mother. A kwine ben obefa so eno etimi akofa ne bana edenaba. But you check your mic, ne mami, me nti wonka. Maybe you are on mute. Intini check it. It's a ABR.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
So it depends. Ni papa no or indefinite and I say or limited leave to remain. What we've been discussing today. So with indefinite no, he can make an application for indefinite leave to enter for the child by virtue of say or no, you're settled wakrumha or you're settled. One parent is settled and the other parent is, for example, in Ghana. That is if they have indefinite or a British passport. Okay, so that would mean the child coming to the UK no obekita ne afibo as they, they want as when they arrive, they would have it with them. And then they can get their biometric card, which will have settlement on there. However, in the alternative, no, ebiana sanipa chrono, ebiana or limited leave to remain. Ono kra wasa a build a family waha. Or no, 10-year route no so. It could be the parent or partner or 5-year parent or partner route. So, ano on no per se. Ne ba beka no ho bi inte no so wo ho. That application, they would need to make an application under Appendix FM for the child to join a parent in the UK. The rules for that one are a little bit different for the one with indefinite, So the emphasis on the limited leave to remain one is the sole parental responsibility. Internationally, say a parent, no, or the one in the UK makes all the important decisions for the child, all the important decisions, whether school, health, religion, everything. So you need to get those sort of letters. I approve it, sir. You would need to gather evidence of that. And there are other things. You'd need to look at your finances as well to see if they live up to the income support allowance rate. They would need to look at their accommodation, as well. The same really applies for the indefinite. They would look at finances because they don't want, say, akolano beba, and they will be subject to this recourse to public funds or rely on the states. No, finances mukakra. There's no set amount unless ABI you are joining with a spouse and child are coming together. But if it's just the child, there's no set amount. I'm gonna say, well, definitely, you just have to look at the income support allowance rate and see if it matches up to the income on a monthly basis, for example. So that is it. On both aspects, the child can come to the UK. If you have limited leave to remain, that your child can join you. If you have indefinite or British passport, your child can also join you in the UK. There's a way for both of them.
Lawyer, in this situation, the father is a British citizen, so...
Good, okay. So if British citizen, then yes, the child can apply for settlement based on a British parent, Yes,
All right,
they would
cool.
have to satisfy sole parental responsibility as well. So, and show it in the evidence, into letters from school, letters from GP, letters from church, to say that dad or mom calls, whoever is British calls to check up on the child's development and well-being and welfare. You know, they want to see the active involvement. They don't want any letter that just says, oh, they go to a school in Kumasi somewhere, confirming that they are students. No, they want it to be more specific, that you are you are involved in the child's life.
Talking about involvement in the child's life, for instance, if the father is here, but he doesn't live with a partner, or they are no more together, how can the father prove that he attend school PTA meeting, even like sports club, and all those things? How can the father prove that?
That's a very good question, and that's the main reason why applications are refused. Okay, so how you do that is, for example, with school, you can always, try and create sort of contacts with teachers and the headmistress, headmaster, and call them on a regular basis. Or for better evidence, you can choose to email them, email the tutor, check on their academic progress and development. When they get their terminal reports, they send it to you, it's discussed, because parents have to be seen to be involved in the child's academic sort of life, as well as everything else. With in respect to health, for example, sometimes you have children who are never sick, really, so they don't go to, but they can go for annual checkups. For example, maybe they have a designated hospital they go to for checkups. You can get in touch with the doctor once the annual checkup is done, and discuss your child's results with the doctor. Remember that with doctors and other professionals, some of them can be very hesitant to draft a letter abra. So you have to be actively involved. You need to call them. And then that's helps. Call and discuss your child's background instead of just doing an annual checkup. Then there would be nothing to show that you made the decision for them to do that. So that's what we are looking at.
Yo, lawyer, say papa nani abrese opesoko fa ne baba na se maame no eni akwala no eti Ghana na ebia maame no is not cooperating. How challenging can this application be, and how best can you help?
Maame is not cooperating. Well, this application, really, revolves around dad's, let's say, if it's a sole parental responsibility case, it revolves around dad. Of course, if mom is not cooperating, it would be harder because, maybe to have contact with the school and so on and so forth. It's the mom who will initiate it. But really, overall, you just have to prove that you have been in this, in talks with even the pastor or the imam or whoever it may be that is in charge of that institution. Dad or British national has to show that. Mom, of course, will play a role, but the importance is that you show the sole parental responsibility. That's the emphasis on sole. So you are making all the decisions in the child's life, despite being in the United Kingdom. You are the one who controls the main aspect of the child's life in Ghana. So that's how it's dealt with.
Right. Maminfa, my next question amenya ewa hanama. I say I was previously on the 10-year parent route by the virtue of my British child. I am now officially married to their mother, who is settled in the UK. I want to know whether I can switch to the 5-year partner route, and what entails, or what then or so yeah. First na or say ojina ne ba or British so and or the 10-year route application. Sabri wa ware ne yire sabri wane oba ne te oba na is settled in the UK. Obetimi switch from the 10-year route to the 5-year route. Edien and so yeah.
Yes, obetimi switch. In switching, no, there's you need to satisfy certain requirements. First of all, the relationship requirement. So it might be that they are married. They would need to produce a marriage certificate. Also, you have to have immigration status. So Wakasa, he's on the 10-year parent route, and not just or a sitting or krumha. So that's part of the requirement. The next one is the financial requirement. I say either just the sponsor or the applicant and £18,600 as their gross annual income. In Tiusha with P60, you are not looking at your net, you're looking at your gross. If it's 18,600 or more, it means you satisfy the requirement. Apart from the financial part, you also have to show that you have a place to stay. That could be a mortgage statement or a tenancy agreement. There are other things that you can also use in support of your application as well. Anytime you need that help, just give our offices a ring, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to assist and help you with that application.
Right. In terms of the supporting documents, you were talking about to prove that you have a place to stay. Can you provide just proof of address, maybe 3, 4, to prove that this is where you live, instead of the mortgage statement or the tenancy agreement? In place of that, can you just give a proof of address that, yes, I have a place to stay? Would that be accepted?
No, you would need, if you're lodging with somebody, you would need a letter from the landlady or landlord explaining or indicating that you are lodging with the person and they've given you that right. You occupy one room. That is what they would be looking for exclusively. So you can't provide proof of address, but you need that letter from landlord or landlady. And least I forget, you also need to satisfy the English language requirement as well. So that is also there and set in stone. So these are the requirements, the fundamental requirements that you need to meet.
Yo, Mamemfa, another question. Ewa hanamo. We asi obusa say, can one apply for student visa in the UK if their current student visa has expired?
No, they can't. That's an entry clearance application. Pacho,
yeah, it's clear now.
Okay. Yes, once it's expired, that's an entry clearance application anyway. But once it's expired, no, we have to remember that once you don't have leave, you can't renew leave. So once it's expired, that's it.
Right. The next question here, can one also apply for leave to remain if she finds a partner in the UK? Maybe or UK hanamu wabeshi ane dofu bi obetimi a leave to remain application or hanamu.
Oh, it depends, because again, that's if you don't have immigration status, you can't make an in-country application. You don't meet the rules, so it would have to be under exceptional circumstances. So the threshold is very high. Because the threshold near higher, back to your home country to make an entry clearance application to come back into the UK. So that's where the difficulty lies, unless there are other surrounding circumstances. For example, onipa krono waba or you're British and also you're settled and you are married, for example, that child becomes your stepchild. Then it makes the case more rosy. Then we can try and work on the case in country to make an application for leave to remain. That's a more viable option. Not to say you can't do it at all, but it's more viable, you know.
Not just that, me go right now. Say, Obama was stepchild. I say, me mama ni ko hono mo pa.
I said, I think so with this case in particular, there's a case called the case of RK. I see, if you have stepped into the role of a parent, stepped into the shoes, into that role, into say, biological parent, but what stepping into the role of a parent, no, and no dear, say yes. You don't have to necessarily have parental responsibility in law to apply for leave to remain. So you can use that. It's exceptional circumstances and use that case. So if they say stepped into the role, naturally say akulano one or didn't go school and you but a stepchild, but unino school. Unicode GP, unicode dentist, not your biological child, but you are doing exactly what a biological parent would do. Intieno netumeboa was our coin. So yes.
Yo, lawyer, for another question. I will be and so Ede Ava. I'll say if someone is a British passport holder and wants to visit Ghana, will the person require a visa stamped on their passport before visiting, or what are the least requirements they will need before departure?
British passport holder, yes.
Also, okita British passports or person Ghana. Obe here visa from Ghana High Commission and sana wako. Na wa consular a day requirement NSO meet before so betimi ako stra Ghana.
Yes, say onya a visa from the Ghana High Commission before traveling, because so any visa no ko airport na omo manin check input. Inti that is one of the most significant requirements. The person should refer to the Ghana High Commission website that gives you all the requisite information concerning applying for a visa, you know. Yes.
All right. My main omo advert baku intwemu eno nachino me question baku mienu e wo hanomo e de ebeba na afi ye de dwumadie no a eba awie ya neta ba emum se wo zoom no so na se wo question bi na pese obusa o ma wonsa so a mefro na wabusa question ana se wo send it into the chat box metimi akenkan e de ama yenda ne ho ye ba ye ne lawyer emi betwas.
Abinelle Solicitors specialize in all aspects of immigration, from nationality and EEA law, leave to remain, entry clearance, appeals and point-based system applications. They are also specialists in family law, from divorce, separation, consent and child arrangement orders, mediation and financial orders. Find them at 14 Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. Call 020 3759 3309 or 07787 327985 or 078 2470 5353 or 079 4323 5364. For timely intervention and excellent results, choose Abinelle Solicitors.
We need Abinelle Solicitors. They have put me through a better way. I am stabilized now. They say my worry through them I've been able to get a better thing that I'm doing in life.
Abinelle Solicitors. So pay for immigration. Say munado asem koda womwa. Ebe share no ma ya amount. Many who maswate mako no makoso ahwe. Ibere how for immigration say ya worry en kakoda won no mo be share no ma ya amount.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors. Solicitors store.
Abinelle Solicitors at 7 America. Who will be immigration be leave to remain, naturalization appealed. There's a BPR for immigration will be a bedroom grammar 7 said. Now say crown Abinelle no be amount. And the immigration side your man and me to go corner ambulance for one to say or let your like Abinelle Solicitors. I mean other of my work, but British and beautiful.
Jama Abinelle Solicitors. Na shade tunya aichi na migration so say na go day.
Abinelle Solicitors. Na wami ni kena visa basuyo. Na ni basuyo. Na wami na ye wumi ni mape. Unike hiyo. Ine suka. Kwa konga ma ya blo. Hello. Konga blo ya mimomo. Onye wumi nyabai. Hello visa na mi nyabai ke ya blo. Oso ke sulo ya eni. Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Timely intervention.
Excellent results.
Abinelle Solicitors. Timely intervention, excellent results. Welcome back again to OT Media TV live on Legal Matters with Abinelle Solicitors, lawyer Amy. Lawyer, my main for one question we emfa in criminal fee while wrap up at the amay and ne anopay. Or say I currently live in Ghana and my spouse is a British national who is currently residing in the UK. My spouse has recently been diagnosed with depression and has taken a leave of absence from work. He therefore does not meet the financial requirement. Can I still join my husband in the UK? Obawe also no Ghana ni kunu ewo krom ha no mo chese oya British na say die ne ho mfa no yare kakra or depression inti waje leave ewo adwuma mu inti no. When it comes to the financial requirement 18,600 na ontimi meeti still say obetimi ababe kanikunu ho e UK ha no mana
e kwan wo ho nana kwame. There's still a way. If you look at the rules, you have exceptional circumstances, which is a new aspect of the law that has been included in Appendix FM. And then 2 is just the actual rules concerning the spouse route. So say or depression, first and foremost, the person has to prove, there has to be medical evidence to suggest say depression has set in and Arabia onto me say enye juma abona to her ebians na or medication be offer. So medical evidence is very important. But aside some medical evidence na krana, there's a certain sort of benefit ebia odia ombet media share na omo aka say okay because of that benefit or receiving ye bema no ho kwan so beba UK ha. For example, there's something called PIP, personal independent payment. Ebia abra wanya sa depression no ebia na government na nkasa no omo certify say oyare inti saska no omo de bema no no or they are no how far or they are no home. If that is in existence and we have the what do you call it, the evidence of it, there's an entitlement letter be a ubet media kahon actually say or personal independence payment and I say or disability living allowance or sa entitlement document ayede kahon, then yes, we can make the application for entry clearance for that person in Ghana. There won't be a problem at all. So that is the exceptions to the rule of 18,006.
Right, lawyer. Can say ye twaso and so emreno aso. Mema amayen o be wrap up e di amayen na fe ye di jumadi na bawie gifty e the question be e baaye nanso no ye the sa question we beto no nyame adoma next week same time 9 to 10 10 to 11 UK time. Now, mefa gift question when we come back next week. Intine lawyer, or better wrap it up. Am I time no? Yeah.
Okay. I think so. What we'll say to wrap up this program? Let's say, based on the leave to remain route, right? Based on this leave to remain route, there's something also called, a fee waiver. I think somebody on the platform, on the Facebook platform, asked that question about this fee waiver. Now, a lot has happened in the last 1 year. We've had this coronavirus pandemic. People have lost their jobs. People have had to reduce their hours. Redundancy has been in the system for a lot of people. Some people to maybe the coronavirus has affected them, but they have other issues, supplementary issues that also affect their ability to pay home office fees, such as childcare. So then they are not able to work full time. They can only work part time. They don't have the financial means. Now, there's something called a fee waiver, right? And that was what the person was asking about. Fee waiver, the way it's looked at is looked at in two different forms by the Home Office. One, let's say, first of all, I'm going to look at destitution. Destitution, let's say, ebiana uwo kromha. To me afford accommodation, but other expenses with will travel ni bibia ne de uniska odi tria. And I say ska odi hwe ho okay by banner a dine semwa unibi. Dear say we look at the whole financial situation into your share current account mu. Your forensic work wo savings account mu so eshe say sika wa hampana. Because those who pay fee waiver and say what £10,000 or account now back abebisa for fee waiver there be from. You have to look into the person's finances, not only at the bank statement, the closing balance, but you need to look at your spending every month. The OG every month, maybe OG £1,000. So share scar or mutiti frame every month. Na rent a co, na journey co, na travel co, so ni mo a chrome ha, so nya ska kakrabia, na 1 minute later, na scanning nyasa. Internet say, ebia, at the end of the month, na uda red, what call overdraft mu, ebia na loan payments be bray, inti usro said this time, home office fees no babiomo, which is including IHS is £2,600 plus. And you are scared, you are worried. How do you make this payment? And how do you find some respite? May catch a for NSA. So, call for leave to remain, limited leave to remain, whether it's your first time or whether it's your third time, we will strive to apply for a fee waiver to ensure that the fee is waived. So you wouldn't need to pay the fee of £2,600, which is, very expensive. Inti eya namon fraying say edawakuma so untimi nda way and means how to pay for the home office fees. If you look at the Home Office guidance, it says that if you're making your first application and you do not have leave to remain, no, that fee waiver, no, it's not for you. But nyamia dum yetimi ye application as the first time, maybe 20 years, and I say rely on uba ye British, and now uba we di 7, and now uba indefinite, and now we yiribia wawarin waha out on tiapo into one and channel. All of those applications and the limited leave to remain in the UK, no, yetimi fight it. Fee waiver amount based on your financial situation into fraying at Abinelle Solicitors. You be provided with the correct answers. Anna wakuma beto yim. Nana Kwame, that is what I have to leave for you today and all the listeners.
The office number atujwa ansana yejao amawako.
All right. Into office number it's 0203 7593309. You can see it on the screen. We also have our mobile number that's on the screen for you as well. Call us. We're open 9:30 to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Yo, Abusiafo Amo joining and Anopay on legal matters with Abinelle Solicitors lawyer Amy and Wabeka home Emma Yetchin and Komo on leave to remain applications ubitimi aye to the home office. Nyame adma next week mesan edino ababiem next week Monday UK time 10 to 11. Entimise wa abomodia make a date with us once again next week on this same platform OT Media TV. Na make I say nyame adom so Friday e da yanimi ya so no ye dwumadie ba kwa ye friend say time with tap send eno no so no say o pese o top mortgage e wo my Ghana mu a ye dey mortgage institution ba ko First National Bank ebe bro ye Friday anwumre between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. 8 to 9 p.m. and make a date with that also on Friday way between 8 p.m. to 9. Na yenka enkomo about mortgages in Ghana. Lawyer, Medas say anopay ubitimi eka ye ho na ye ne o adwen komo. Nyame adma ye besan enu ahia. Yakramo.
Thank you.
Abinelle Solicitors specialize in all aspects of immigration, from nationality and EEA law, leave to remain, entry clearance, appeals and point-based system applications. They are also specialists in family law, from divorce, separation, consent and child arrangement orders, mediation and financial orders. Find them at 14 Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. Call 020 3759 3309 or 07787 327985 or 078 2470 5353 or 079 4323 5364. For timely intervention and excellent results, choose Abinelle Solicitors.
We need Abinelle Solicitors. They have put me through a better way. I am stabilized now. They say my warrant through them have been able to get a better thing that I'm doing in life.
Abinelle Solicitors. So pay for immigration. Sem hunado asem koda womwa. Ebeshe no ma ya amount. Many who maswate mako no makoso ashe. Ibere how for immigration say ya warrant kakoda won no mu beshe no ma ya amount.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors are Seven America. Who will be immigration be leave to remain, naturalization, appeals. There's a BPR for immigration will be a bedroom grammar 7 and 7. Now say crown Abinelle no be amount. Then the immigration side your man and me to go corner ambulance for one to say or let your life be no Abinelle Solicitors. I may other of my work, but British and uniform.
Jama Abinelle Solicitors. Na shade unya IT na migration so say na go day.
Abinelle Solicitors. Na wami nikana visa basuyo. Na ni basuyo na wami na ye womi ni mape unike hiyo ine suka kwa kwa ma ya blo. Hello, nga blo ya mimomo na ye womi na bai. Hello visa na mi na bai ka ya blo. Oso ke sulo ya emi Abinelle Solicitors.
Abinelle Solicitors.
Timely intervention.
Excellent results.